Score one for the Trump campaign in Pennsylvania, where a state appeals court ruled that the vote counting at the Philadelphia Convention Center was not letting observers get close enough. The counting stopped for less than an hour, then resumed when Philadelphia appealed to the state Supreme Court. But elsewhere, it was a day of setbacks and retreats. Republicans withdrew a lawsuit in the face of likely defeat, challenging Montgomery County, Pennsylvania's pre-screening of mail ballots. And judges ruled against Trump lawsuits over handling of mail ballots in two separate cases in Michigan and Georgia. In Nevada, the Trump campaign said it found evidence that mail ballots were sent to people who no longer live in the state or were dead.
We firmly believe that there are many voters in this group of mail-in people that are not proper voters.
But how many? From where? Those announcing the lawsuit today offered no specifics or proof.
We continue the pressure on them too. Thank you very much.
Election law experts say the time to make this kind of legal claim is before the votes are counted. That's because once ballots are separated from their envelopes, there's no way to tell who they came from. So now, even if the Trump campaign can prove that some ballots were wrongly cast, there's no easy answer for what a court would be able to do about it.
Once they're mixed in with the pool, so to speak, it's like putting a drop of water in a swimming pool. You can't get that one drop of water back out of the swimming pool.
Pete, what about recounts? Has the Trump campaign yet asked for them?
It has said it will ask for a recount in Wisconsin, where Biden appears to have won by about 20,000 votes. That's a margin of about half a percentage point. But no recount can be formally requested until the canvassing is over, and that won't be done for at least another week.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.